morning, everyone. How are you doing this morning? Hello, Iwaki. Hello, Augie. And hello, everyone over on YouTube. What's been going on? Did you all have a good Monday? Because here in the UK, today is Tuesday. It rained last night and today. Um, we had thunder last night, at least where I'm at. We had thunder and rain, and we're supposed to be getting rain pretty much off and on all day today as well. So my afternoon walk is going to be on the treadmill today because there ain't no way I'm going out in thunder and rain, you know? My plants are loving it though, all the new plants. And I got a text message saying that the plants that I ordered last week, all the ground covers, are gonna be delivered sometime today. So hopefully I'll be able to, my legs are just about to recover from this weekend's digging. Um, and gardening. So this coming weekend is gonna be another gardening weekend. Um, yeah. I have to take all the plants out of the package, let them air out and acclimatize from being inside a package to being outside. So I'm going to leave them outside for a few days so that they can get over the shock of being posted. And then on sometime over the weekend, I'm not sure what day it's gonna be, but I'll probably start on Friday. I'll start planting them. So I'm gonna be sore again. Another weekend of gardening and another weekend of being sore. But there you go. Hold on. Ewoki, is Augie in the room with me? Augie, you're late to the party this morning. You normally, Augie, you're here before the ad start. I think you were here just before the ad started this time. Ooh, you're making resin bears. Nice. Very, very nice. Hi, Jeebs. How's it going? Glad to see you too. Ewoki, I'm making the garden beautiful though, so while the store is sucky, the beauty makes it worth it. This is very true. Do you all want to see the updated photos of the front garden? Give me just a second. And that is not the updated photos of the front garden. Hold on. I will show you all. I guess I've got to get the photos saved to Google Photos. So give me a moment. For some reason, they don't like saving. Now, this is just, there we go. This is just photos that I took from my office window. So they're like a bird's eye view, give me a second to get. There we are. So they're not the best, but at least you'll be able to see a little bit of difference. Give me a second. Ewoki, yes. Augie, Mrs. O needs some resin bears making. You're also gonna make some resin things with your new molds. Ooh, nice. Well, I hope Mrs. O enjoys the resin bears. Um, where's my actual window? Let's see. Here we are. Yeah. Okay. So this is the corner of the front garden. So right here is like, our secondary driveway, which we need to get sorted. But this is what the garden looks like now with it's almost completely covered in mulch. So you can just barely see the little plants along here. We've got this nice arch, and if you look real closely right here, there's that's a wisteria. That's it. That is a baby wisteria plant that I'm training to go over the arch. There's some plants here as well. We're just covering all of the dirt in mulch, and over time, the mulch will, of course, break down into the soil, and the plants will also grow over the mulch. So it's gonna look. Right now, it looks brown. It does look very brown, but because of all the mulch. But eventually, as the plants grow get more established and grow bigger, it'll become more green. So there you go. And yes, I agree with Ewoki. Definitely want photos of resin bears. So this is the rest of the garden. So we've got the hedges here. That's all the blackberry, brambles, and assorted other plants. Not quite sure what's in there, but there's like at least there's blackberries, some weird pink. Yeah, some weird pink flower over here, and maybe one or two other plants mixed up in there. I have no idea what's all in there. And then, of course, we've got the Christmas tree that my housemate wanted to keep. And this rectangle here is the test tinting area. Um, and it will be just a bunch of ground cover that likes being stepped on, stuff that doesn't mind being walked on. So I'll be putting all of that like around the edges, so that, and ignore the wonky rectangle. By the way, I cannot make anything at right angles. It's fine. Ewoki, you think this is gonna look really good? I really hope so. I put a lot of work into this, and we still have a lot more work. So what I want to do, you see this blank spot here? I want to put a water feature here. It's gonna be mains powered, so we're gonna have to like dig a trench that goes down that way, and over this way to the mains, or we could just cut, down that way. So I'm hoping to get the water feature in there. Probably, I've got to talk with my housemate about it, but I'm hoping to get that in there, hopefully this week. At least, purchase the water feature and get it in situ, not plumbed in, but it'll get there. But yeah, I'm wanting to put water feature there and maybe a bench like right here. We're gonna move the tree as well a couple of feet, so instead of there, the tree is gonna go like right there. But I would love to have like a bench somewhere around here, so that maybe like right here, so that we've got the water feature, a bench, and that way we, during the hot summer months, I can sit on the bench with the nice cool water feature next to me. And then you can't see it, but like over on the other side of this driveway is a very small side garden. And that's where my fire pit and egg chair are gonna go. I'll take photos of that later for you all, so you can see that. Jeeves, neat garden work, thank you. Am I going to put a cable channel in the trench? Yes. Most likely to protect the cable. Because you don't want cables to be damaged, do you? So yeah, we'll probably put a cable channel in the trench. But that's my housemate's job. I told him, I'm like, I really want a water feature, and I'm thinking of putting it in this corner. We could put it down in this corner, to be honest, to make it a little bit easier. But I like the idea of sitting in my egg chair over here, looking through the arch, and being able to see the water feature from my egg chair, from the side garden. You know? My idea is most of the time I'm going to be sitting in the egg chair because of the fire feature. The fire pit. Because most of the time when I sit out, it's in the evenings, and it's, I feel the chill a lot, so having a fire pit makes sense. But this is like for the really hot days when I decide, the water feature is going to be for the really hot days. But I would love to be able to see the water feature from the egg chair. So, yeah. I'd really like it up here, but I am mindful that we have to put the trench for the mains power all the way across the garden because the mains plug, the outdoor outlet, is on the side of the house, which is over here. So yeah, yeah, it's like this area here. Um, off this, actually, it's down closer to like here. So yeah, um, I'm like, I really want it up here, but at the same time, I kind of feel guilty because my housemate is gonna have to dig the trench for me. So, Augie, that's a good idea. Some plastic to be mixed good. Yeah, and Jeeves, you were thinking you don't have to dig up the whole thing again when the cable breaks. That is true as well. Yeah, Augie, I could train a rodent or ferret to run the cables through the tube for me. I'll just put a big 900 millimeter plastic pipe in the garden and put the wire through that, and let Paul put it through. Right? That would work, right? Paul would love that, but it's not happening. I'm just saying right now, it is not happening. Also, by the way, you see where the driveway is. You I don't know if you all can see it, but there's a little string right here that goes in front of the archway. Um, Pretty much this entire area here is eventually going to get paved over, well, bricked over, because my other housemate, Cal, is getting a car, and we need to widen the secondary driveway for their car when they get it. So they got their taxi license. They're wanting to you know to bring money into the household. They're wanting to become a taxi driver. They've passed their taxi driving test, so they have a taxi driving license now. They just need to get a car and get that car licensed for taxi driving. So yeah, when they after they get their car, eventually this swath here, about 3 feet in or 1 meter from the existing driveway, will be turned into part of the driveway, if that makes sense. Jeeves, it was a huge consideration when you put your charger in big old plastic drain pipe under the paving slabs. And Augie, you did the same when you ran power from the house to the garage. You put a plastic tube and buried it under gravel. Yeah, that's what we did with the car charging unit. With over way over here, with the primary driveway. So the primary driveway looks really nice with red and black bricks, or red and dark gray bricks, and we're gonna get the same pattern over here on this concrete driveway. So get rid of the concrete, get rid of this wall, widen the driveway, and put the nice herringbone pattern bricks down. The main driveway looks really good, and we kind of want to keep that. So yeah, this is my garden as it is right now. As a reminder, that's a bird. That's another bird. There we go. This is what the garden looked like after all of the grass and plants had been removed. So we went from this to that. So there you go. Which, it's not too bad. So let's, whoops, where's, no. How do I get off the screen? There we go. So yeah, we went from that to that. So there you go. Hi, Astana. How you doing? That is a bird. Or that was a bird. Yep. That to that. It's we're getting there. We are slowly getting there. And I think once I get everything planted and it all gets established, like in 1 or 2 years, it's going to look much better. I will take photos next summer for you all as well so that we can see the nice, the nice changes as we go along. Um, Astana, can we believe that you woke up at 8:45 a.m.? Wow. And you got 8.5 hours of sleep. Very nice, Astana. Very, very nice. Um, Jeeves, you've done the same thing that Augie did in the same electrician appointment. Replace the original power setup where the previous owner ran an extension cord from the kitchen to the garage, which is a sort of neat solution if it's homemade. Yeah. Not fantastic long term, but a temporary solution is fine. Right, my friends, we need to get started and get to work. So, um, first of all, if I haven't said so before, welcome in everyone. We this is a work with me live stream. We've got The Sims 4 running in the background. We will start, I think, with Augie, since Augie was first, technically. So we'll start with Augie. We'll follow Augie around. For those of you who might be new, this is a work with me live stream. We do 20 minutes of focus and around 15 minutes of chatting. Sometimes more than 15 minutes, but there you go. I sometimes just have a lot to say, and so do you, and that's perfectly fine. We kind of loose flowing here, we're chill. At least we try to be. Astana, thank you so much for the 15 stream streak and congratulations on that. As Augie said, congrats on the streaking. So, 20 minutes worth of focus time. Let's go ahead. Augie, you know what you're saying. I love it. Let's get the timer going at 20 minutes. I will get this Sims 4 running in the background for you all, and I will catch up with you all in 20 minutes. So let's go. Get work done. We can do it. We can do it.
Zangubu Kinkayama. Welbish.
Oh, Rinfulda, Roshi. Each shooters are annoying. To begin.
Yep. Aha! Oh, beautiful. Ah! Ooh. Ha ha. You.
Yipsy. Huh? Yep.
Oh. Ah, lava. Ah, bimbos. Ah.
Nasa. Sheep Homa. Crush.
What's your plan? Yumbara. Doing good.
Ooh, Yumala. Ah. Oh, Shusha! The nerve.
Huh?
Oh, Cardool.
Igor. Second noise bar.
Huh?
Mujikichi, go on.
Ah, Tharn. Chatty Goby. Roshita boy.
Pleasant man?
All right, my butt. Words. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We have finished our first focus session of this morning, and I've got one of the lessons done for today. I've taken this YouTube course online, and it's called Tuber School. And the course has, oh my god, everything is breaking. The course has a bunch of different lessons, and they've just dropped their latest lesson, which is optimization of your YouTube channel. And it's like playlist. This first one is playlist optimization lesson. So there's 11 videos, and I'm going through at least one, sometime or two videos per focus session. So yeah, I finished the first one, the intro video, which was 12 minutes long. The second one is, yeah, I should be able to get two more done in our next focus. But how are you all doing? It looks like y'all are getting stuff done. Astana, those 20 minutes went by so fast. They did, yes. Almost time for lunch. Oh my god, food. I didn't have breakfast this morning because I wasn't hungry. So if I don't feel hungry, I tend to not eat. Unless I like haven't eaten for a long time. Like I'll have my tea at night, and then in the morning, if I'm hungry, I'll have breakfast. If I'm not, I wait till lunch. But I always have lunch. Just because I know what my body's like, and even if my body is like, I'm not hungry, that's too long to go without food, so yeah. Astana, I should never skip breakfast. Jeeves, you just pretend to get stuff done. I mean, pretending's half the battle, right? eventually, eventually the pretending will turn into real getting stuff done. Asana, you're not exactly the right person to talk about not skipping meals, though. So yeah, I I used to eat breakfast every morning, but then I started on this thing where I only eat if I'm hungry. But if I've skipped one meal, I'm not allowed to skip a next meal. Does that make sense? So that way, it's like in the mornings, I'm usually hungry in the morning, so I will have a small breakfast. But this morning I'm just like, you know what? I'm not actually hungry. I felt no hunger pains whatsoever. My stomach wasn't growling. There was none of the lightheadedness that I sometimes get when I'm hungry. So yeah, I'm just like, yep, I'm not hungry. So therefore, no breakfast for me. I did have my coffee though. Um, in a fox mug. I did have my coffee. I never skip coffee, or very rarely. But yeah, so did all that. But yeah, so let me pause the Sims game, and let's help these Sims out a bit because we've got brokenness all over the place here. So Fleur needs to repair that. That's fine. That's fine. I know I heard the sound of staticky stuff. That's okay. That is fine. It was broken, but someone's fixed it. What about the computers? The computers look all fine. Nothing over here is broken. Let's go into the gym. And yeah, that's all. Oh my goodness. There's so much fairy dust. Y'all need to fix just pick up all the fairy dust, please. There's just so much fairy dust. I mean, really. It's Muir's fault. It is 100% Muir's fault. All this fairy dust, totally Muir's fault. So we're just gonna collect it all. Um, it's absolutely fine. No one's fault except for Muir's. Astana, that sounds good, and you're currently studying at a study place. Nice. Sometimes studying at like a place that's made for studying helps out a lot. Because I can remember back when I was in high school and college, back when I lived in the States, uh, there were times where I would go to the local library in my hometown when I needed to study instead of going home, because at home there were all those distractions. There's a TV, there's my radio. If I went to the library, there was none of that. I sat down and I studied because the only other thing that I could do was read books. Although I often did get distracted by books in the library, but it's fine. Augie, you watched a quick reminder video on resin making. I mean, if you're making resin bears, then watching a quick reminder video is probably the best way to do it. Also, all of these gnomes. Oh my goodness. Why do we have so many gnomes? How did we get this many gnomes? I have never seen a house with this many gnomes before. Wait, I'll take that back. I have seen one house with this many gnomes before. And that house was, I think it was a little Simsy build. She decided to make a house for a sim that was just completely obsessed with gnomes. It was either Little Simsy or it might have been Devin Bumpkin. It was one of those two. But yeah, they decided to make, whichever one it was, they decided to make a cute little quaint cottage for a little old lady sim who was obsessed with gnomes. And they put gnomes in every single corner of the house, inside and outside. It was so funny. It's seriously good. Okay, so we do have a masterpiece. Oh, okay. We've got a couple of masterpieces as well that have been done. We do not have this painting. So let me grab it and put it over here, size it down. There we are. Our masterpiece gallery is seriously becoming nice and full. I absolutely love it. So let's see, what other paintings do we have? That's just an excellent painting, so I will have Mirror sell that. And then we've got, another little masterpiece by Fleur. So I'm not sure if we have this one. Let's see. It's over here. No. Is that it? No. No, we do not have this one. Okay, fantastic. Let's go back into build mode, grab this painting, and stick it right here. Because why not? Fantastic. Another little painting for our gallery wall. Awesome sauce. I love it. I absolutely love it. Augie, you've got all sorts of molds to use. Nice. So are you enjoying the resin making then? Resin stuff is just so much fun to do. It really is. Not that I would know from personal experience, but I know people who make resin stuff, and they just absolutely enjoy doing it, you know? Um, like, most of the people that I know that make resin stuff make resin dice. And this one maker that that I sometimes watch on YouTube, she absolutely has a blast making resin dice because she'll take the resin and she'll use different colors, and like she'll um put different paints, different colors of paint and resin all together, and she'll just like mix and match, and she'll just like she does randomization. So she'll take 3 or 4 different things and put them all together to see what happens. It's really cool to watch. Mesmerizing, actually. Iwoki, you love watching people make resin stuff. It looks so cool. It definitely does, yeah. Okay, Cody is far too uncomfortable to revive the plant. Fine. We'll let Rob Bobson revive the plant then. Let's see. Are there any other plants that need reviving? By which I mean cow plants. Oh, we do have a cow plant berry that needs. There we go. That needs planting. So we'll put. Actually, yeah. We'll put it there. We'll put it there. It's fine. There we go. So, Rob Bobson can revive that. Floor can plant the cow plant berry. We're just gonna have a lot of cow plants, you know. By the time this place is done, just all of the cow plants all of the time. Because why not, right? We might as well. We might as well have a lot of. Fleur's been busy. We haven't checked everyone's inventory for a while, and Fleur has made a normal quality polar bear, which, we're just gonna sell. She's also made an epic paper mache piggy. That's an excellent one. We'll get rid of the excellent fox because now we know that there's epic quality. So, we can't have any non-epic things. So we got the cute little piggy, which we'll put there. And we got the epic handcrafted card, which can go there. Look at that. That is so cute. We've got another piggy that's blue. So we'll just put that there. And then we have an epic purple butterfly. We do not have. Oh, these are all excellent, so they're gonna have to go. I'm very sorry, but if we're doing epic now, we can only have epic stuff now. I honestly did not know that it went past excellent. So there we go, epic. Let's. Oh, fine. I've gotta make it wall placement thing. Okay, there we go. That's better. We'll put that there. Okay, so that's done and dusted. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. We also have the excellent black origami frog, which we'll get rid of, until such time as someone makes an epic quality thing, Gotta keep the epic stuff. Augie, you got paw prints, trolley tokens, a dragon charm, gaming charms, and frogs to do, as well as the bears from Mrs. O. Oh, that's nice. So, what colors of the bears are you gonna make? Out of curiosity, Iwoki cowplant army. We gotta have cowplant armies. It's the law or something. You have to have a cowplant army. Okay, so we've also got all of this fan mail. And there we are. Augie Opting. Sorry. Opting has. I think it's Opting. Is it Opting? Yes, Opting. Opting's been busy. Making mismatched socks, but these are poor, so we're just gonna donate them to charity. And we're gonna donate the beanie to charity because it's only normal quality. You gotta have better quality than that. If you want something good, then you gotta make it good. Let's get rid of that. Whoa. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that one and put that one in its place because it's not a poor quality. We're getting there. I know. Shush. We've got a normal bear, so let's donate that to charity. Slap. Thanks for the slap, Jeebs. Augie, you're not sure. Maybe a tray of green? Green? A tray of green. A tray of green and a tray of purple. Nice. Green. What the heck, Muir? I'm okay. Honest. I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. Y'all believe me, right? Right. Okay. Sean is still afraid of cow plants, so let's find one that needs milking. Yeah, this one. Milk the cow plant, please, Sean, so you're no longer afraid of cow plants. I might have to get him a Fear Be Gone potion, but we'll see how it goes. Ewoki, bless. They're mismatched socks and poor quality. I mean, you gotta start somewhere, right? James, you never match socks. No one has the time for that. That's why you only buy odd socks these days. You can actually buy odd socks, by the way. There's a company. I don't know if you can buy them in shops, but you can buy them online, and they are literally a box of like 6 mismatched socks. None of them actually match. I am actually wearing matching socks this morning purely by accident because as I go through the laundry, I go, okay, this one and this one's from the same set, so I'll put them together. Um, Very rarely do I actually get two of the same socks. Jeeves, that's why you already read that, yeah. Augie, you just buy black cotton socks. That way they all match. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Ewoki, who's looking at socks anyway? That's what you say. If you don't match them, who besides you will know? I mean, I know, right? Who looks at people's socks? That's just weird. Why would you be staring down at someone else's feet? So weird. Anyway, my friends. Anyway, before we get Jeeves boring. I'm the same, Jeeves. I have to have fun socks. If my socks aren't fun, then I don't feel right. Okay, so Ewoki, add some color and mismatch them. Yes, join us. Join us, Augie. Mismatch socks. Mismatch socks. Or since they're black, Augie, you know what you should do? You know what you should do? You should get some rubber bands and scrunch up your socks and rubber band them together and dip them very quickly in bleach and then wash them so that you get a bleach tie-dye effect on your socks. That's what you should do. That's what you should do. Anyway, timer 20 minutes. So if you are just joining us, welcome in, my friends. This is a Work With Me live stream. We do 20 minutes of focus time and around 15 minutes ish of chatting time afterwards. Huggy, no. No to bleached tie-dye socks? Okay. So yes, 20 minutes of focus time followed by around 15 minutes of chatting and fun times so that we can, kind of decompress after 20 minutes of intense focus. I'm setting up the clock. I'm going to mute the music again so that I can listen and watch the next couple of videos in my course that I'm taking, and I will catch up with you all in 20 minutes. Let's go and get stuff done.
Huh. Or is that Poniche? Oh. Burrito. Ho ho.
Zombo, Plum, Zorbo, Taki
Whoa.
Boo! Oh, yes, Oh, like it.
Vroom.
Quexy Bazooka. Cosy Squat, Tarbake, Papi.
Finoi Cho.
Overtime.
Ah, Beps and Nikoi.
Rouse,
Shunigua.
Udabri. Yamo, Patash, Bazooka. Ribs, Kuparo. Chibata. Yabi, Diggy, Patash, Nappy, Yakaboo. Cosy Bernard.
Bobna Churf. Wum Shasiba. Vamu. Amuki Groba. Arban Dufour. Arva Boshi. Quib Safub. Nivni. Ferne Globy. Farik. Ralph. Illinois. Snurbiafa. Swinja Yao Jajorb. Simze. Flavin Wanu. Huh?
Please now. Carefully. Yeah. Hospital. Illuminati. Corn day. Arul.
Huh.
Rouse for the shade. Udabri. Yamo Patash Bazooka.
Narbo Shoib. Nalfi Duba. Skumba Chu. Prepna Pelzo. Gina Prep. Palachaba Snabo.
Yeah. Hospital. Illuminati. Hippie shit Quexy. Bazooka Judah.
Aha.
Oh, Bambufa, not first.
Frida.
Sally Brad. Hey. Gentle Deletion. Flame up aromas. Fridge Dupero. Chibata. Relish Fredishay. Nappy. Quexy Bazunia. Durf the Kimo. Quexy Bazunia. Nappy Yakaboo. Kazi Bernard.
Ah.
Cricky. Chipakalu Yamadura. You.
Arban Duba. Finay quote.
Flame up aromas.
Oh, Zeptin Nay.
Kazi Bernard.
Open face with.
Carefully.
Espina. Funub soon. Genjil Shopa.
Yamo Patash Bazooka. Gentle delete freshener. Flame up balloon. Fire.
Oh, Mopsy. Sloif Canar. Pando Crest. Manu. Shibi Merkib. Mola.
Rouse for the shade.
Four.
Ready. Temperature.
Shives.
Oh, Pimbaloo.
Oh. Manu Varek. Kono Chech. Huh.
Not these. Kids, Kalane. Whew.
Choop, Kuzip. Oh, Lava! Aha!
Purple Purpna. Kirashi Yamasane. Chantalina. Ukara.
Oh, ho, ho, ho! Oh, yips, 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 yips! Doyum? Robda, Robda! Pomoisa! Ha! Ha! Oop de shoop. Ha! Ooh! Ooh! Mm-hmm.
No, Flow Beach, Flow Beach. Learn.
choosing Darza.
Kimba.
Oh. Sikafus. Apalachaba? Mesca? Simonicero? Fifaru. Polina Orbeez. Patabe. Palafoy. Yib Sequinario. Fina Preb. Palachaba Snabo. Olakuma Fej. Yimple Swabe.
Zeepanor, Ura Tagoy, Chrono.
Hongjima. Oh. Boy, huh? Flubba. Flubba. Oh, leave day. Claima.
If you've noticed,
Alright, everyone, that is the end of our second focus session. How are you all getting on, by the way? You doing okay? How's your resin coming along, Augie? And how is your pretending to get work done doing, Jeeves? And of course, Astana and your studying. I've finished reading. No, try that again. I finished watching through the second video of this YouTube optimization course that I'm taking. I'm currently taking what they went over in the second video and applying it to my channel. So right now I'm going through titles and descriptions and changing things around as needed. So we're getting there, you know. Hey, Optine, how's it going? How is Sean still alive? Well, yesterday they got struck by lightning. But yeah, they're still going. They are still going. How you doing, Optin? You alright? Ewoki, it's going / happening on your side. I mean, that's good. If it's going and happening, then that means you're getting stuff done, right? Progress. Progress. Optine's not even an elder yet. I know. So young. So young. And here we are, you know, the rest of the household just ghosts, right? Augie, that 20 minutes passed quickly. It did pass by quickly, didn't it? So fast. So fast. But we're getting there, my friends. We are, you know, we are slowly getting there. Getting things done, doing all the things. Whether time passes by slowly or fast. I'm just gonna check. Let's see. Sean's doing okay. There is a bit of fairy dust there, so we're gonna go ahead do that. Are you still scared of cow plants? Yes, you are. You know what, Sean? You've got 13,000 satisfaction points. So let's grab a potion, and we will grab the Fear Be Gone potion and have you drink it. Just so you can get rid of that fear of cow plants. Because no one wants to be scared of cow plants, right? Why would you be scared of cow plants? Cow plants are awesome. Dude. Oh, you've already... Okay. That's weird, but fine. Why don't you eat the forbidden plant of the plant sim so you can be a plant sim again? Nom 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 nom. And the should turn them green. There we go. It's not easy being green. Or something, I don't know. Do you think it's easy being green? Out of curiosity. I mean, it might be easy being green. I don't know. What the heck is that? Oh, Furium. Okay, we'll leave it there. It's fine. You know, just as you do. Whoops, I did not want him to do that. Does he have any gems? We got a lot of stuff. Wow. Wow. We really need to, I'm just saying, we need to empty out Sean's inventory just a lot. Sean has a lot of stuff. Put all ingredients and food into the fridge. There we go. That should help. Ewoki, you are getting goodies done. Nearly done with Academy Admin. Just a few more emails to send. Nice. Good job. Augie, you'll be officially resin making during the next timer. Very good. Ewoki, you think it's easy being green. You blend in with nature. Normies cannot see or find you. Very true. Very, very true. Jeeves, looks like someone's having very unhealthy bowel movement. Who? Who's that? Oh, wait. Is that the furrium out there? This? It does look a bit poopy, doesn't it? But I'm sure it's fine, you know. Anyway, green! Yes, all of the green. All of the time. We love green, right? Look at all the, you know what? We've got so many stuff. Let's grab the element. Let's grab the element thing. Here we are, elemental display rack. We'll put that there because we got so many elements. We might as well put the elements in, right? Have any of you ever finished the elemental, the element table here? In my opinion, they need to reskin this and add more spots. Because since they made this element table for the element collection, the Sims team have added more elements. So we really need more. I'm just saying. We really do need a element table here with more element spots. And it also, in my opinion, we should also have, it should be like, like the refrigerator or the gemstone table. You should have extra, an inventory, an internal inventory, so that you can, put more than just one in as well. But that, like I said, that's just my opinion. But there you go. Jeeves has done some networking stuff. Good job. Prepare rant for meeting. I love your to-do list, Jeeves. Seriously, they're so much fun. Updating, they should review the name of the element table periodically. I see what you did there, Optin. I see what you did there. And I approve. I 100% approve. Okay, so let's see. That we can put there. We've got the mask already. We've got that. We got that. We got that. Is there anything else that... fossils. You know what? I don't think that there is a proper shelf display cupboard for fossils, which is weird, in my opinion. You would think that there would be an actual, display specifically for fossils. In my opinion, there definitely should be. But what do I know? I'm just here. That's what I am. I am literally just here. See, storage. I don't want a bookshelf. I don't want a dresser. What about miscellaneous? I'm just saying if I can find something that looks good. I mean, there's this curator's cabinet here that is meant to be, to hold, like, the Omiskin stuff. Like this. So I guess, technically, I could go ahead and grab a few of these. And, like... These are tall. Jeez. These, like, are floor-to-ceiling units. There we go. So I could, like, put these in. Like so. There we go. But you notice that they don't go up to the top. which is very, very weird. But I have no idea. And these don't fit in either, which it's like, really, a game, you're gonna. And you can't put these in without using cheats. It's just like, why? Sometimes I wonder why even bother. I mean, that's not. Hold on, we can fix this. It's fine. We can absolutely fix this. Give me a moment. What I'm gonna have to do, you notice, you see the problem here. You see the problem. I'm gonna have to nudge these. So that they actually fit. It's fine. It's fine. I can do it. We'll put that one in there for now. No, I don't want to go to the festival. It's fine. What do we have? What do we have? Hold up, hold up. Jeebs. Iwoki, these are so big. Yeah, completely agree. They're massive. Do we really need things this massive? I don't think so. But like I said, again, what do I know? You know? I will clear Sean's inventory out again next time. But for now, we'll just leave it as it is. It's absolutely fine. I am going to go ahead. We're going to go into build node real quick. And I'm going to use alt placement to nudge these on the tops of these. So we'll just very, very carefully do that. And now I can grab the squid and raise it up and alt place that also right there. There we go. Now that's better. That is much better looking. Although I don't like that one because now that's floating now that I look at it. So let me just drop that down. Alt place carefully there. Check it out from different angles. That is about as perfect as I'm gonna get it. It's good enough. A lot of the times in The Sims, you gotta go by it's good enough. So there you go. Jeeves, you work in a place where no one higher up than you wants to take responsibility for decisions, so they don't make decisions until it's too late. You don't want any of their jobs because you're quite happy doing tech stuff. You do, however, need to bludgeon them into some decision making to keep things running operationally, hence in your mildly unhinged task lists when it's about meetings. That makes perfect sense. That definitely makes sense. Would you like one of these dead fish that we just got in the post here in The Sims to slap them upside the head with? Would that help? To which your response is probably going to be, don't tempt me. Iwoki, there are glass shelving cabinets from Get to Work, which can work too. Okay. The small crystals fit right on top of this thin shelf. Ooh, nice. Jeeves, Iwoki can probably confirm if she works in an education setting. Augie, you're all for Jeeves' task list. Oh, yes, totally. Iwoki, you can actually relate to that a lot. Sometimes you have to nudge your boss a bit. Augie, you call cheat? Cheat. I'm cheating. Alt placement isn't cheating. It's using a tool. Yes. Oh my god, I forgot that I put the debug frog in the fish tank. Speaking of cheating, I completely forgot that I put that debug frog in there, and he nearly scared me half to death. He still looks right at home, though. So, you know, it's fine. Iwoki, he's your favorite thing in this whole section, the debug frog. He's adorable, isn't he? I just love that they gave us that debug frog so that, you know, we can we can put him wherever we want. It's great. It really is. I wish that they would give us more debug frogs because this is the debug frog from Royalty and Legacy. I kind of wish that more debug frogs were in the game. You know, so like instead of having a frog in a little terrarium, you can have them as debug. And oh my god, there's did y'all see that? There was a little fly, and the frog's tongue just went blip and grabbed the fly. Okay, this is officially the best debug frog ever. Best debug thing ever in this game is this frog. I'm just saying right now, he's gone from I absolutely love this to absolute top tier, beyond S, best thing in the game.
Oh, low beach, low beach. Lurp.
100% best thing in the game. Anyway, we need to do our final focus session for this morning. Let's get the timer going. 20 minutes on the clock. And I will catch you all after our focus session. Let's punch. Punch things. Punch things into submission. Not actual people, though. We're not allowed to punch people. Just saying. Anyway, let's get some work done, my friends. I'll catch up with you in 20 minutes. All right, my friends, that is the end of our third focus session for this morning. I was right on the wire. I have actually finished this second video doing the activities that that the course asked me to do. So I've gone through all of my playlists. I've updated the titles and I've updated the descriptions so that they basically contain search phrases in using natural language. So basically, instead of putting, with YouTube, if you are used to YouTube, what you do, what people used to do is you would, when you upload a video, you put in your title, your description, which is, the title of the video, the description of what you're doing in the video, and then you do tags, okay? But YouTube doesn't work with tags anymore. They actually do not use the tag section very often, except for like if you want to put commonly misspelled words that are in your title or description, the way people search for it. So, like, if they search, for example, instead of searching The Sims, SIMS, if they type in The Sims, SYMS, for example, or SIMZ, or whatever, something weird like that, some weird misspelling, and then you can put that in the tags. But YouTube doesn't actually use the tags anymore in the videos. So what YouTube themselves are recommending, and what this course is recommending, is instead of using tags, put in keywords using natural language into the title and into the description. So, for example, instead of having a bunch of tags like Sims 4, Sims 4 tips, Sims 4 tricks, etc., you would put you would make a phrase in the title describing the video, such as Sims 4 build mode tips and tricks, and then you would put build that also into the description, and as well as other other tags in natural language. You don't want to put like a huge list. But anyway, that's what I've been doing, and I've just finished it. So that is video 2 down, and only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more videos to go. I'll get there. Probably, like, it'll take me till, I'll probably be working on this through tomorrow, but I'll get it. I'll get it. Opting, what? Simez? Wow, I don't think I've ever seen anyone misspell Sims that badly, Optin. Ewoki, fascinating. It is. Just the amount of, just how YouTube has changed over the years is... I don't know if it's because I am a YouTuber, or if it's just interesting. I don't know if that's why I find it interesting, if it's because I'm a YouTuber. It probably adds to me finding it interesting, but I think, me being a nerd and a geek, I would probably still find all of this interesting, even if I didn't upload videos to YouTube, But yeah, I love learning things. I really do. Jeeves, YouTube is just a massive psyop now. Very, very true. Yeah, but isn't that like the entire internet right now? To be honest, isn't that like the how the entire internet works right now? Also, I am really, really thirsty today for some reason, and I have no idea why. I've already drunk 400 milliliters of water. I will probably have this drunk before and refilled by the time that we start our afternoon live stream today. I'm just saying, I am that thirsty. But that's fine, when you're dehydrated, you want to drink water. It's the best thing for you. So the next video that I'm gonna start, and that's gonna be the next part of this this course, and that's gonna wait until this afternoon, is adding playlists to your channel page. So yeah. But I don't really need to add more playlists right now because, although I probably need to start considering what types of Paralives playlists to add. That probably makes sense. So yeah, I'm still gonna go through the entire thing, you know, eventually. We'll get there. We will get there. So let's check our Sims. How are they coming along? We still have like way too many. I mean, all of the gnomes, but you know it's fine. They will eventually move outside again. You know, one day, maybe. Right. Let's revive cow plants because we do have a few dead ones. So I'll just have Muir. Okay, we've got more than a few dead ones. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just have Muir go through and revive them all. And Cody. Muir and Cody can go and revive all of the dead cow plants. You know? Oh, there's that one as well. No one is feeding our cow plants. How dare? How dare the Sims, you know, neighborhood Sims not feed our cow plants for us? I mean, honestly, shouldn't our visitors like want to feed the cow plants? In fact, you know what I'm gonna do? Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go into build mode. I'm gonna go into the traits panel, and I don't care about building a small business. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna find the lot trait that makes this a hangout, so that, you know, we just get lots of people. So here we go. Singles hangout, teen neighborhood, and vampire nexus. There we go. That will bring um that will bring a lot of people around. So I'm just making sure that I haven't. Oh, fairies. Okay, there we go. There we are. So now we've got a singles hangout, which makes this, you know, there'll be more Sims, you know, single Sims, one running around the neighborhood. More teens will hang out in the neighborhood that surrounds the lot, and fairies. Fairies will be more likely to visit. So that means that we'll be getting a nice influx of Sims coming in and out of this lot. So, hopefully, you know, they'll come around and feed our cow plants. I think that makes sense. Now, are there any lot challenges that will cause people to come around a bit more often? A little bit more often. There's Scare Seeker. So this will attract Sims looking for a ghoulishly good time, so we can put the Scare Seeker challenge on the lot. We can also put the Spooky challenge on the lot. That will bring ghosts in, and that I think will be enough. So we'll be getting a huge influx of single Sims, fairies, ghosts, teenagers, and people wanting to visit spooky places. I think that all makes sense. So there you go. Jeeves, they all get bummed to death by Muir. That's in your house, Jeeves. Opting, are there conjoined twins and Sims? If not, aren't they all single Sims? Yeah, I can't even argue that one with you, Optane. I can't even argue that with you. You suppose you could argue the werewolves have a degree of duality about them. You know what? Why? Why is there not... We got one for fairies and one for vampires. Why is there not a lot trait that brings more vampires... I mean, more werewolves to the yard? Like a milkshake or something. You know, my milkshake brings all the wolves to the yard. That's how it works, right? We should have a milkshake lot trait that brings all the werewolves to the yard. I'm just saying. You know, I'm just saying. Update, that is how it works. Yes. See, I knew it was. I knew that's how it worked. Cuz I am smart. Without an A. SMRT. 100% smart. Yes. That is totally me. I mean, what? If I move this, can I put it in the water? And does it swim? No, it does not swim. But you know what? It's going in the water anyway. And as is this. That's in the water. And that's in the water. I'm just putting dead fish in the water. Don't worry about it. At least this way it looks like the fish are oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Are they actually? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. They're upside down. Ewoki, lol, they're gonna go foul, aren't they? Probably. But look, they're actually on their sides. They are actually on their sides. Oh my god, that is hilarious. You know what? I'm keeping them. I'm keeping them in the water. It's fine. Dane, you just tried to look up a local business and mistyped it, so Google Maps pulled up a facility in the UAE. Oops. You know, as it does, right? That's completely how it works, I suppose. We already have that. Okay, we've got let's open up that seed packet. Because, you know, we've got all of these opened things here. So, we've got holly. We'll flop that down. We got tomato. We'll flop that down. We've got grapes. We might as well that goes there. And that's a strawberry. So let's plop that there. Okay, there we go. So now I'll just have Muir like plant everything. And then we'll have Muir put all the food in the where'd it go? There it is. Transfer inventory. Put food ingredients. There we are. Okay. See, everyone is fine. Everything is fine. No one's no one died during today's live stream. So we're absolutely fine. This does need fixing though. Yeah, sure, Elias person can come and hang out. That's absolutely fine. Absolutely gorgeous. Fantastic. Everything is fine. There is nothing wrong with our house. Nothing whatsoever. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, my friends, it is time for lunch. I'm hungry. You're hungry. I think. unless you've just eaten, in which case you're probably not hungry, but you might be thirsty. So, we're going to take a 2-hour break. We will be back, well, a 1 hour and 50-minute break. We will be back at 2 p.m. UK time. But until then, please stay safe, please stay hydrated, and have a wonderful break. I'll catch you all in 1 hour and 50 minutes. Please take care of yourselves, but bye for now. Also, Jeebs, again, thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. Optine, you too, my friend, you too. Have a good morning? Question mark? Because you're not in the afternoon yet. So have a good past. And I'll catch you all in 1 hour and 50 minutes. Bye.